Why do you suspect me? What did I do? I'm on your side. What about him? Miller was in contact with Cypher 9 years ago. He was working with them. He's the traitor, Snake! What's that? More truth serum?
No. Stronger truth serum.
Oh, please. Please keep me here. I need protection. Ah! Ah! Oh. 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 Why?
You're the odd one out.
Why me?
We all lost something.
What?
Except you.
Don't.
That was fucked up.
The truth serum isn't working. Either some procedure he had done boosted his metabolic enzymes, or he's undergone special gene therapy.
Or he's telling the truth.
What's he saying?
Same as 6 hours ago. I had no idea the nuclear inspection 9 years ago was a ruse. Cypher forced me to do that research after the attack.
Do you think he had a hand in it?
I do. But there's no proof yet. Take a listen to this later.
We need proof before we can pass judgment. Keep an eye on him. And don't tell anyone he's here.
We'll have him continue his research in there. It's for his own good. The older guys will want his head. We can't guarantee his safety if we let him out.
Boss.
He mentioned something interesting. The reason why they pulled their plug on the operation in Afghanistan. He said their funding started going to Central Africa instead. Cypher is pursuing new research in Africa.
Africa? What research?
Emmerich doesn't know the details, but one thing he said does make sense. That Sahelanthropus alone isn't enough to cause an RMA. He claims that what they're doing in Africa is the missing piece. A weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
Meaning it's not just another nuke.
I'm not entirely sure what that does mean. Questioning Huey at Mother Base, Africa Today. Alright, we've got a lot of tapes to listen to. I have not been keeping up on that. Obtained emblem part, alright. Front bear, why'd we get... Okay. I gotta tell you guys, ever since we got Kaz back, I have not really been on the same page as him. I really want to listen to that tape to figure out exactly why they suspect Huey of being a traitor, because so far, it seems like Kaz is just being a huge asshole for not really any good reason.
Boss, there's no doubt about it. Cypher's working on something in Central Africa. There's evidence they've been in contact with private forces operating in the region. We follow that evidence. We should learn what Cypher is after.
Good dog.
Diamond Dogs has gotten a lot bigger. Now's the time to take the offensive. Head back to the ACC for your next mission.
Uh-huh. Alright, anyways guys, welcome back to Metal Gear Solid 5. We're gonna grab a shower, because I am bloody and smelly. And we've got some base management things to take care of. First and foremost, let's check on our combat deployments.
Please select a mission.
Let's see. Any blueprints? Any blueprints? Nope. Alright, so we're just going to basically go down the line. I don't think I have anything for, like, fuel. If I had a chance to get fuel. I did do one of these, by the way, that got rid of the enemy NVGs. So we should be good on that for a little while. Surveillance cameras. I haven't even had to deal with surveillance cameras yet. Machine guns. Body armor. That would probably be a good one. Although that hasn't really affected me yet either. Alright, let's just start at the top and go down.
Welcome back, boss.
Send out
Unit
Charlie Crew.
dispatched.
And send out Bravo Charlie Crew.
Unit dispatched.
And I think I can still only do 2 at a time, right? Right. Okay. Got that done for now. Let's pop over here and accept our rewards. All kinds of stuff. Combat unit up, R&D up, medical up.
Development project has been added.
All kinds of shit unlocked. Lots and lots of people. Awesome. So let's see what we can make now. Actually, hold on. Before we do that, base facilities. And damn, we can make everything except R&D and base development, which are the 2 that I really want. Like I said before, I wanted to get these up to level 3 before I started working on level 2 of everything else. How close are we? Plenty of common metal, plenty of GMP, still need a bunch of fuel. Alright. We're just gonna have to wait. I think the next one I'll do will be the base development platform because, you know, obviously the faster we get that up, the faster we can upgrade everything else. But in the meantime, let's see what new stuff we can make.
Please specify a project.
Alright, so it looks like a lethal pistol with a silencer on it. Don't really need one of those right now. Ooh, an SMG with a silencer. That's kind of cool. Probably wouldn't use it though. We can make... Oh, wow. So this is a tranquilizing sniper. Damn. I kind of want that.
Thanks for letting me join the fight. I'll do whatever you ask.
And we could upgrade our Grom. That thing has been fairly useful so far. I've heard that there are better grenade launchers and better missile launchers, but I don't think I can make any of them yet. Bait bottle. All-purpose bait. Uses a special blend of medicinal plants to stimulate the appetite of animals, will attract and fixate wild animals. So those combined with the cages are pretty focused on capturing animals. I don't really know what that does for me yet. I guess it's just another way to develop Mother Base and get GMP by rescuing those animals. Stun grenade. Flashbang grenade. Incapacitates nearby enemies. I definitely want these. Fuel resources. It uses a little bit of fuel, but not much. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Takes 18 minutes. Should we upgrade the NVGs? We should probably do this. It's pretty cheap. May end up using those more at some point. Okay, so we unlocked active sonar. Now here's the thing. This apparently this enables the use of echolocation to locate enemies, prisoners, and animals. Emits sound waves. So it kind of like acts as like a radar. It lets you like, I guess it automatically marks stuff out on the field for you. But there's a risk of being heard by enemies, and with Diamond Dog with us out on the field, I don't think this is actually going to be all that useful. So I'm going to pass on that for now. And then Battle Dress, the standard sneaking suit with bulletproof ceramic plates fitted throughout to act as heavy combat protective gear, greatly increasing protection for the wearer. So is this like the next version of the sneaking suit? I guess. Does it have the same benefits as the sneaking suit as far as, like, suppressing my footsteps and things like that? I guess it does, because it says it's the standard sneaking suit outfitted with extra stuff. And it's equipable by security team, so you bet your ass we are making that. Again, 18 minutes. I wish it was available now, but it's not. Let's see if there's anything new for DD.
Please specify a project.
That's just D Horse's equipment. DD's already got a sneaking knife. Oh, sneaking stun. Oh my god. We are getting that as soon as it's available. So I can tell him to stun guys instead of straight up murdering them. That sounds so useful. What is that? It says R&D team has to be 20 and security team level 20. Wow, that's something we don't even freaking have yet. So that's probably a ways off. That's unfortunate.
Please specify a project.
And let's see. I want to outfit the chopper a little better. So we already developed the flares. I just had to go in and equip them. I couldn't remember where to do that last time, and then I remembered that it's only available when you're actually on the chopper, which is kind of a pain in the nuts. But at least I remember where to do it. And let's see. I really want to capture the brown bear. I don't know what that's all about. And we did contact with Emmerich. Eliminate the tank unit. So we got a couple new types of side ops too. I think I am going to do... I'll do at least the first version of any new side ops that pop up. All these other ones here that we've already seen, like extracting a soldier, prisoner extraction, I mean, you've already seen a bunch of those. I think doing all those on camera would just be repetitive. And probably most people aren't going to care too much about it. I need to make a choice as far as that tranquilizer sniper rifle.
Please specify a project.
Oh man, it's not silenced though. That's the problem right now. It is equipable by the security team staff. Let's just go ahead and make it. That way we have it. GMP ain't even a thing. Like, who cares, right? No. And we'll upgrade the Grom while we're in here too, because it's kind of my only choice as far as like heavy ordnance right now. So we'll get that started. We've still got plenty of GMP. What's up, homies? You really don't have to stand there and salute me the entire time.
Boss.
Like, I appreciate it. Okay. Let's call in the chopper to pick us up right here.
Roger.
It kind of bothers me that we've been doing a lot of these missions out of order,
Please select a mission.
because that's just how it pops up. Like, we skipped number 10, 11 and 12 are already done, so I'm going to pop back in and do mission 10.
This is Pequod. On station at LZ.
And maybe get the bear while I'm out and about too. We'll see what we have time for. And while we're sitting in here, let's go ahead and listen to the, never mind, can't do that. I was going to listen to the tape for the mission, but we have to wait. Check that. Got a big-ass radar dish of some kind. It's pretty cool. I love my mother base. It's so massive and imposing. Smooth traversing. Holding the action button as you move enables you to immediately climb obstacles and elevations without stopping. Really? I didn't even know that. I have to try that out.
Mission
Boss,
list
I've been meaning to tell
updated.
you something.
Huh?
Our old friend Zero hasn't been seen in public since you left the States. That was over 10 years ago now. You suspected he was responsible for the accident at your base in the Caribbean. But at that point, Zero was already bedridden. So it never felt right to me that Zero gave the order. Now that I've seen the man Emmerich was working for, I'm sure he didn't. I know that man. He was our old friend's XO. A man without a face. Not one you want to look at anyway. Skullface. He's the one who destroyed your base 9 years ago. The unit he commands, XOF, was Cypher's strike force, but he's since split from Zero and used XOF to usurp control over Cypher itself. In other words, the Cypher we're hunting isn't Zero. Beyond Zero is a void that's even darker. Skullface.
So who the fuck is Skullface then? This game's story just keeps getting more and more complex. Alright, mission list.
Select a mission.
The objective is to rescue and extract a Mujahid captured by the Soviets. He's being held in the ruins of Lamar Khati Palace, as are a lot of POWs. Civilians, guerrillas, suspected guerrillas. The Soviets have turned the place into their own black site. However, we've only been asked to rescue one of the prisoners. He's known as Malak, angel to his fellow Mujahideen. The client is none other than his father. Or rather, this was his father's dying wish.
Alrighty. Obtainable skills blueprints. Anesthesia specialist, mechatronics specialist, tough guy, and transportation specialist. Wow, so there's a lot we could get on this mission if we bothered to do it.
Mission accepted.
Alright, luckily we can land pretty damn close to this
Heading
place.
to Afghanistan.
Higher grade versions of your currently equipped weapons items exist. Yes, equip them all. Very good. Alright, so let's see. Yeah. I thought this thing was still developing. Will it really let me equip it now? And do I really want to replace that? It has to be on my back. Do I think I'll need a grenade launcher? I don't know, man. Let's try it out, just for funsies. This is supposed to be an extraction mission. We shouldn't have to be blowing up all kinds of crazy shit. I know that, like, what I plan and what actually happens ain't ever exactly similar, but we'll try it. And I think that's all we need to equip for now. I should probably get a cardboard box that makes more sense. Let's go with, like, the red one, I guess. And I think we're good. And let's go in at night.
Deploying.
So now I have a tranquilizer sniper and a non-lethal SMG. So I should be able to take out pretty much anybody who's plaguing me non-lethally and then Fulton them back should I choose to do so. Grass offers a natural form of camouflage. Uh-huh. Searchlights and other lights. Right. Alright. Episode 10, Angel with Broken Wings. Some of these missions have, like, cutscenes in them, and it's kind of weird getting the story, like, out of order.
Your mission is to rescue a prisoner being held at Lamar Khati Palace. He's known as Malak, angel to his fellow Mujahideen. Start by checking the target's VI on your iDroid. The Soviets captured him and took him to the ruins of the palace. His family was subsequently killed in an airstrike on his village. The Soviet scorched earth operation wiped it off the map. The client is none other than his father. Or rather, this was his father's dying wish. If you can manage to rescue other prisoners as well, each one will add a bonus to our pay.
Okay.
When you see them, I'm sure your conscience will tell you what to do.
Not entirely sure what that means. Your conscience hasn't exactly been great up till now. I mean, I was all happy when we got Kaz. I thought he was going to be my dog. But then it turned out that I got a real dog. And Kaz has just been kind of an asshole. Alright. Why did all that stuff happen? Is that one combat deployment done already?
Please
Yeah.
select a mission.
Well, this one has a Big yellow dot. Confidential assignment. Forces closing in. Oh wow, that's a lot of GMP. Yeah, we should probably do that. Cannot dispatch due to transport vehicle insufficiency. Need vehicles, try Fulton extracting enemy vehicles in the AO. Well, I can't do that yet, so I guess we're not doing that one. Oh, right, but I should probably do another one. One I can actually do in the meantime.
Please select a mission.
We'll just go with this one.
Unit dispatched.
Excellent. And let's see, we've got our Trank Sniper. Scope isn't exactly great. 4x zoom, can't really modify that yet. We're stuck at 4x. And it's going to be noisy too, so we're going to have to be careful with how we utilize it. I don't know how much of my position it's going to give away. As far as like the sound, like I don't know how good they're going to be at tracking the sound. If I'm far enough away, are they going to be able to pinpoint me right away? I don't know.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
He's a busted ass tank. Automatic mining. Oh, we got 2,000 fuel. Alright, good. Let's see.
Analysis complete.
I'm not even allowed to see how good that guy is. What does that mean? Does that mean that he might be like really good in combat and medicine, or he might be really shitty? Like I won't know until I try and take him, I guess. I'll tell you what, now is about as good a time as any to test out this new sniper I got.
Analysis complete.
I think I'm probably going to stick with that rule I made up last time about, like, only extracting guys that are, like, maybe like a C or better. Actually, I'm lying. I'm probably not going to stick with that. Because even if I get an overflow of people, there's a waiting room they can sit in. And then I can just kind of go in and tell it to, like, automatically sort them to make everything what it should be. Hold on a second. Waiting room. There's nobody in the waiting room right now, but my med team and my combat unit are both maxed out. Alright. Alright, so I want to try and snipe this guy to sleep before I even get close to him.
Analysis complete.
I assume that's going to piss off everybody close by.
Analysis complete.
Is that a fucking tank? That is totally a tank. Great. I don't know how the fuck I'm supposed to deal with that right now. I should have brought my grenades. My grenade launcher, rather. Alright, got them marked. Sweet. Alright, let's try this out. I don't know if there's going to be any arc on this shot. Shit! How did I miss? There we go. Yeah, they definitely heard that straight away. Alright, so that sent them straight into alert. They don't know where I am, so it's not a huge deal. They just know that there's some shit going down. Fuck. Didn't expect this guy to run up that quickly. Alright, that's fine. This guy better be good. I don't know what that means when you can't really see his stats. Oh shit.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Prisoner died? What the fuck? Why did he die already?
You have arrived at your destination.
Did I just take too long already getting in here? Maybe it's because they're on alert, and that just kind of automatically makes them go like, hey, there's some shit going down, we should probably just ice these guys, because we don't feel like dealing with them right now. Yeah, I'm trying to climb over this wall, and Snake does not want to do that. So what I need to do is interrogate somebody to kind of figure out exactly where this prisoner is. If I can get somebody alone. They just iced another one. What the fuck, man? Hey, buddy.
Talk. The target's been transferred. I've sent the information to your map screen. You're gonna need more information to
Enemy
pinpoint a
presence
location.
detected. The map has been updated. The map has been updated.
Alright, so they took him... I can't check my map right now because this dude is freaking out. Fuck! So this game will very often just kind of send guys after you, even like when they really shouldn't be. Like, there was no reason for this guy to come running up here. I don't know how he knew to do
Where are
that.
your friends? Speak.
Oh, blueprint, huh?
Map has been updated.
Alright, you've been most helpful. Get out now. That dude really saw it from all the way over there. Like, for real.
He's coming too. Roger that.
What the fuck? Shit, I didn't know there was a guy up there. Alright, this all went real bad already. Get up! Alright.
Development complete.
Spit it out.
Yeah.
Has been updated.
Highly skilled soldier. Alright. I would very much like to find that blueprint they were talking about. There it is.
Marker placed.
Let's mark it. Actually very close. Why am I... Oh, I missed whatever that text just said. My base leveled down for some reason. I don't know why. I'm gonna drop down here and get this blueprint.
You have arrived at your destination.
Bambatov SV? Is that what that said? Man-eater tape. Sweet. Alright, so he said that they moved the prisoner. Fuck, they took him all the way over there? Oh, man. I think this was a bad time to stop using D-Horse. Because all these missions I'm doing keep making me fucking travel, like, across the map. But, here's an anti-air emplacement, and I really want to blow it up. That guy shouldn't be a big deal. Set 2 of those. Yoga classes that way. What? Oh, they found a guy that I made lay down. Alright, so now they know that something's up, but that's okay. I'm already pretty much ready to get out of this place. And I'm in another one of those positions where I would love to steal a vehicle from somebody, so I can just make my way there quickly. Oh, what do we have here? Hold on, let me grab this shit. Maybe this will tell me exactly where that guy is.
Intel file extraction arrived at Mother Base.
We've analyzed the intel file you
function
discovered.
added.
Orders for their transport route. Okay, your map information's updated.
The map has been updated.
Updated to what exactly, though? Not sure I understand. Is it the transport route for the prisoner? Because that's not the most helpful thing. But I'll tell you what. Now that I'm all the way over here, let's blow this thing up. Actually, let me get a little bit farther over.
Complete.
You destroyed their anti-air radar? It wasn't one of the targets, but that's put a hole in their air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close now. You can designate a landing zone near the outpost.
Awesome. Alright, that's done. Why don't I have a marker for this place?
Marker placed.
Okay. So that's the direction we want to go. I'm just going to sneak the fuck out of here. I don't really see any vehicles to hijack or anything. I'll tell you what. This is a scenario where I'm going to play a cassette tape while I make my way over there, because these are kind of like the codex of this game, and I think we're missing out on a lot of backstory by not listening to these. So, let's just start at the beginning and play through everything on these tapes. And we'll set it so that... Control panel, there we go. We want it to play all...
You were hospitalized in Dekelia, a British sovereign base area on Cyprus. It's part of British overseas territory that falls outside of Cypriot jurisdiction. You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into Cyprus's Little Britain. Why Dekelia? The UK and the US remain close allies. The last place Cypher would think to look for you is inside their own system. That's what kept you safe in British military hospital for 9 years. The safest place from a whale is inside its own belly. You were a regular Geppetto.
Well, it wasn't Pinocchio who led me out to safety. So who was that guy?
Cypher went so far as to attack British territory, burning their own ally.
Did you notice how he just ignored that question?
Dead.
He said I was in a British military hospital. But the doctor had a Greek accent.
They hire locally. Easier to trust them. Dekelia is also home to Greek Cypriots, after all.
What about the Turks? They haven't returned to the south.
Not yet. The Cyprus dispute is still a long way from resolved. The country is just as split as it was in '74. Turkish Cypriots in the north, Greek Cypriots in the south. Between them, the Green Line, the UN established.
And Dekelia sits right on top of it.
Complete.
It does. Part of the buffer zone between the two groups. Another reason it was the perfect place to hide you. Easy to spot any outsiders snooping around.
So how do things stand?
Now, last year, the Turks declared that the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus is an independent state, though it's only Turkey that recognizes it. In the past, the Greeks and Turks lived side by side in the same villages. There are reasons to fight. Those came from the outside. Greece, Turkey, Britain, America, they all had their own stake in pitting the two sides against each other. But once you spark something like this, it's impossible to control. Both sides build up grudges like debt, without the foresight to see that each act of revenge just fans the flames, and then it's too late for other nations to rush in with peace talks. The embers keep on smoldering.
Each nation's arrogance only breeds anarchy. The world is paralyzed by this hunger for revenge. Cyprus is no different. You're up. We're changing ships? We can't go sailing the Suez in a whaler. The Suez Canal. When did they reopen it? Not long after you were attacked. Once they finished sweeping it for mines after the Arab-Israeli conflict. Can you stand? We're gonna transfer to a container ship for passage through the Suez. Our destination is Pakistan, Afghanistan's neighbor to the south. There we disembark and head via Peshawar to the Zero Line, the border. We'll travel to the Khyber Pass by road. And then? Continue on horseback. Afghanistan's main roads are under Soviet control. We'll need to go around them. It'll be all narrow, winding paths through the mountains. We'll do better on horseback. It's a local guerrilla tactic. They use the higher ridges to avoid air recons. Then they charge down the mountains for ambushes. The Soviets still haven't devised a counter-strategy. Our time frame is only half as much as we really need. It'll be a tough march. Better horses than boats. Well, it'll make for good physiotherapy. Take the time to get used to that new arm.
While the Soviets have indicated they are not participating in the Los Angeles Olympics, primarily because the United States has made no attempt to guarantee the safety of the Soviet Union's athletes, the United States is increasingly demonstrating the belief that the issue has nothing to do with its preparations, and in fact this is retaliation for the Western nations' boycott of the previous Moscow Olympics. That concludes today's news.
That's quite some news. The Soviet Union not attending the LA Olympics? Yeah. Andropov's death has changed some things. They're calling it revenge for the Western boycott of the Moscow Olympics. Countries boycotted the Moscow Olympics? Yes. In protest of the Soviet Union's invasion of Afghanistan. Over 50 countries were absent. It's too bad I didn't get to see Yamashita's judo. When the 40th Army crossed the Amu River 4 years ago, détente went right out the window. The U.S. Congress chose not to ratify SALT II, and Reagan's hardline politics won him the presidency in a landslide. According to him, the Soviet Union's an evil empire. A second Cold War. And there's been no end to regional conflicts and civil wars. Lebanon, the Falklands, Grenada, Iran, Iraq. The story never changes. Egypt and Israel did sign a peace treaty. But then the driving force on the Egyptian side, President Sadat, was assassinated afterward. Apparently his actions were considered a betrayal of his fellow Arabs. Islamic extremists? Yes. Fundamentalist extremists have been responsible for some bold acts of terrorism in recent years. We've had extremist students in Iran take U.S. embassy workers hostage, and suicide bombings in Lebanon. Over 300 foreign soldiers stationed there have been killed. But countries have yet to develop an effective means of dealing with terrorism. Afraid of losing their own men, they've pulled their forces out, handing private forces a golden opportunity. Private forces? Small armies with no national affiliation, working for the highest bidder. That's right, they got the idea from you. After Mother Base went down, they began spreading to meet the soaring demand. Miller's organization is just one of many PFs now. The entire world is after you. But at the same time, it needs you too. Miller told me about what happened in the Caribbean 9 years ago. You do remember Miller. You'd formed a private army with him. An army with no allegiance to a nation. I remember, but... I see. You're not sure what's fact and what's a fantasy caused by the coma. It's still all a mess, huh? All I can do is tell you the facts as they were told to me. I've gone easy on you up until now, but this is where the hard stuff begins. 1974, the year before you entered your coma. You were in Colombia, operating with a small unit of men, basically mercenaries. Miller was among them. Miller was trying to find a way to turn his and your talents into a line of work. He was looking to start a business where you would fight on behalf of others around the world, those who needed military force. But the reality was, at that time, you didn't have enough gear to equip your own men. Then Miller came across this client, It was a huge job he was offering, but you had a shot at pulling it off. You accepted it and headed into Costa Rica. The client even threw in an offshore facility in the Caribbean. The mother base. That would be your new base of operations. Miller sure did have a head for business. As your mission went on, your unit grew and grew. More weapons, more money. Before you knew it, you were commanding 300 men. As the organization got bigger, your military powers swelled to match. It got so the international community couldn't afford to ignore you. You were just too damn successful for your own good. You, your men, had worn out your welcome. Everyone was out for you. East, West, First World, Third. It was only a matter of time before someone took you down. And that was XOF. Officially, they're an anti-terror unit under the CIA. In reality, they're Cypher's private strike force. They lured you to Cuba using Chico, the Nicaraguan revolutionary kid, and Paz, a mole who worked for Cypher as bait. While you were gone, XOF, posing as a nuclear...
Yana Obu supply outpost. Intel points to the target being somewhere inside. But that's a big outpost, and security's rock solid.
Damn it.
We could use some more intel before going in.
XOF. Kisses
Great.
and hugs, followed by a big F-U. All because of Miller's blind spot. A back door into Mother Base no one suspected. You remember a certain scientist. Huey was responsible for bringing the inspection team on board, giving the enemy a perfect opportunity to hit you at home. You were returning from Cuba when it happened. Mother Base came damn close to taking you with it into the Caribbean. Those of your men out on assignment returned right away. They refused to believe the wreckage in the water they found was Mother Base. But they checked the coordinates again and again, until reality finally settled in. You were supposed to die that day. That was XOF's primary objective. As far as most folks know, you did.
You gotta extract him?
Doctor to see wasn't even sure what he was looking at. Before they'd even finished operating, your men moved you to that hospital in Cyprus. There was a woman named Eva who arranged that. Rings a bell, Most men in your condition would have been written off right from the start. But you survived. You went straight down to hell, and they pulled you out. Your eye wide open. Full of venom. The days of naked Snake are long gone. Welcome back, Venom Snake. This world still needs you. Here, Snake, try this on.
A prosthetic arm.
Yeah, Miller was calling it the arm that wasn't there. The physiotherapy's going well. Your arm's bulked up enough for it to fit. There. Perfect. A little time with it, and it'll work better than the real thing. What do you think?
Huh. I can still feel my real arm.
Well, you better get used to this one quick. You have any pain?
Every now and then.
Where?
My fingertips. My left fingertips.
Sounds like phantom pain. Your brain still remembers your old hand.
Yeah.
What about your vision? Can you see okay?
Yeah, at the moment.
The shrapnel in your skull is pressing on your optic nerve. I'm told any hard impact could have an effect on your visual cortex.
Yeah. The doctor mentioned that.
Your brain might process visual information incorrectly. In other words, you could have hallucinations. You might see things that aren't there, or not see things as they really are. You experience any of that?
I think so.
When?
Right after I wake up. Colors look faded.
Colors, huh? Well, that's not a major concern in and of itself, but it could mean the difference between life and death in the field. You'll need to watch out for that.
I will.
All right. You should continue your physio. We'll be arriving soon. It's the last chance you'll get.
All right. I'm back, guys. Those tapes took a little bit longer than I expected. Sorry for, like, kind of the dead air. I really think it's important to play those and listen to them, though, because they give you so much context for what's going on. Apparently there's a lot of good backstory involved in all those, too. So I know that it kind of cuts me out of the loop for a while, but I'm going to try to play one of those briefings at least, like, once every other video, maybe every video, depending on what's going on. the beautiful thing about YouTube is that if you really don't want to hear that stuff, you can skip it. I'll try really hard not to play them while there's anything important going on. That said, I think we're about out of time for this video, guys, so I'm going to have to split this up. When we come back, we'll pick up right here, infiltrating this place to get that prisoner out, and hopefully everything will be great. I don't know, it's probably all going to go to hell, because it always does, but we're going to try. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm Dude Long Couch, and I hope to catch you in the next part. Later.